Ladies and gentlemen, rapid expansion of information technology is crucial importance for economic growth. It enables various participants in economic and social life to have quick and easy access to information technology. And that's how Tech Destination Pakistan presents 23rd ITCN Asia 2023 is working and presenting you the thoughtful speakers for this ecosystem to contribute their part. I would request each and every speaker to please remain specific so we will conclude this session according to the timeline. I would now like to invite Startup Ecosystem Keynote, Mr. Asim Sheryar, Chief Executive Officer, Ignite, to please over the stage for his valuable thoughts. In your big round of applause.
Honorable Federal Minister for IT and Telecom, Dr. Umar Saif Saab, Member IT Secretary General, with his impressive background in technology and his experience, I'm confident that inshallah he will take Pakistan's IT industry to new heights in future. Today I'll be talking about Pakistan's startup ecosystem and the different programs of Ignite. Presently, there are around 85 incubation centers in Pakistan. 35 of them are business incubation centers in different universities. Then we have around 25 government-backed incubators, including 8 by Ignite. Then Punjab IT Board. As we know, Plan 9 was the brainchild of Dr. Umar Saif. Then we have other incubation centers called Durshal from KPIT board. And then we have also around 25 privately owned incubators in Pakistan. Now these incubation centers have incubated around 4,000 startups over the last 5 to 6 years. And Ignite's NICs have incubated close to 1,400 startups over the last 5 to 6 years. Then we also have between 9 to 10 local VCs operating in Pakistan who have been partnering with international VCs for investment in Pakistani startups. 2021 was a great year for Pakistani startups, in which funding in Pakistani startups was around $373 million. Last year also in 2022, Pakistani startups raised around $360 million. However, this year, we all know there has been a slump in global startup funding by around 80%. We had the crash of Silicon Valley Bank and then Credit Suisse and then many other banks and startups coming down. So now there is a need to cultivate local investors. So Ignite has directed its incubation centers to conduct investor education workshops at its NICs. So the goal will be that we invite high net worth individuals and companies and industries, and then angels and VCs, educate them about the value of investing in startups. So we started with NIC Faisalabad in May this year, and after the workshop, they have launched a startup fund which will be investing in 4 startups of NIC Faisalabad. Then we had another investor education workshop at our incubation center in aerospace technologies in Rawalpindi recently, and hopefully that will also result in sub-investments in NICAT startups. However, in addition to that, Minister Saab has a grand vision of creating a fund of funds. The vision is that we have this big fund, which is actually going to support the local VCs of Pakistan by providing them matching grants so that they can invest in Pakistani startups. This will also attract investment from international VCs by partnering with the local VCs to boost investments in Pakistani startups. So Ignite is in talks with SECP regarding the different steps and documentation which will be needed for establishing this fund. Most likely, it will be a fund management company which will be responsible for managing and monitoring the fund, the operations of the fund. Other than that, talking about our future initiatives, we have developed the startup portal, and inshallah it will be launched by September. This startup portal will become an investment hub for Pakistani startups, because there we will have a directory of both startups and investors. We'll be having online events where startups will be pitching their ideas to these investors, and it is going to become an investment hub for Pakistani startups by connecting them with local mentors, angels, and investors. And then we're also planning our 9th and 10th incubation center in gaming and animation in Karachi and Lahore. We're also planning Cody Skills, which will be 3 to 4 month boot camps for training around 10,000 programmers in 5 different programming languages. And we're also planning a technology commercialization fund for commercialization of ICT prototypes and products which have been developed through different R&D projects. So in the end, I want to thank Khurshid Saab and his team for organizing this year's Itcn. Ignite has also set up a pavilion where we have around 16 startups showcasing their products. Please do check them out. And the goal should be to attract more international visitors and multinational firms to this event, so that we can take Itcn to the level of GITEX and leap in future. Thank you all.